I used to race motocross back in high school, and while I really enjoyed it, I've pretty much just been riding off-road since, and there's a few reasons why, which I want to explain. Now, I really like both, but there's a few reasons why I really didn't enjoy the motocross community nearly as much as I enjoy off-road. Now, before I explain why, just know that I realize that not everyone is like this in each community, but there just seemed to be a higher percentage in the motocross community, which is why I didn't like it or enjoy it as much. One big thing is just the arrogance of some riders, even slower riders, or just how proud of how fast they are or how nice of a bike they got. It just got really annoying because I have a hard time standing people that are very proud and arrogant rather than being humble and open to talking to other people, which leads me to the next thing, is the amount of judging that can go on, and it's very subtle. It's not something that's always spoken directly, but in the motocross community, you're usually only liked if you're a fast rider or if you have a lot of money. So if you got a really nice bike, all the cool bling, best gear, a really big motorhome, RV, trailer, just all the nice stuff, where the guy with the old beater pickup truck and a 10-year-old motocross bike, no one really cares about, even though they might be a much faster rider than half of the guys that have the newest bikes. So it just made it harder to talk to guys that were faster or they had a lot more money, because it felt like they looked down on you for not having what they have. Whereas in the off-road community, like every time I go to a trail ride or even an off-road race, pretty much it feels more family friendly. There's just, everyone's excited to be there. They want you to be there racing or riding with everyone. The more the merrier, it feels like. Where motocross, everyone's kind of just by themselves, it seems like, or they're in their own cliques, their groups. And that coincides with the over-competitiveness of motocross racers in general. Now hear me out. I love competition. I would be bored if there was no type of racing anywhere, but the racing should be kept on the track. And in motocross, it just felt like every little thing, getting in line for practice or ticket booth or whatever it was, it just seemed like everyone was in a competition about everything, or even just talking, like who has the greatest stories, like, oh, I did this and I did that. And it just made it really hard to make friends with someone, because so many racers were just kind of self-centered and they weren't really open to making friends because they cared too much about themselves. Where the off-road community, they're more likely to bend over backwards to help, especially a newer rider, where in motocross, you're more likely to be laughed at if you're a new racer. But in off-road, whether you're brand new, you're a little kid, you're a really old guy, you stink, or you're great, you're much more likely to be invited over to the campfire and have some burgers and dogs with the family. Now, I don't bring these up because I get easily offended. In fact, you'd have to try really hard to offend me. I just find it more enjoyable to go trail riding and be around the off-road community. So if you agree with me or if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Let me know why. What do you like or dislike about your off-road or motocross community? This is Kelly Fager from Motocross Hideout. Learn more, ride more.